Hey guys, welcome Stellar Crew Academy. We're going to talk about division. We're talking all about division today, okay? So when we talk about division, there's three words that we need to keep in mind. But let's start off with a title, right? Division. Let's do it. Now, division is the opposite operation of multiplication, okay? Just like addition and subtraction go together a little bit, multiplication and division go together, okay? So if you can multiply, you can definitely divide. So, first things first, let's look at a division problem. Let's get straight into it and look at a division problem. Let's look at 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So I'm going to give you the full equation. Okay, the full equation. Remember, an equation has an equal sign, an expression does not. So here's my equation. Now, when we talk about division, there's a couple of things that we need to understand. What does that first number represent? I have this 8, Ms. McBride, but what does that 8 mean? 8 is called the dividend, D-I-V-I-D-E-N. It's called the dividend. And the dividend is also the total. Well, the total of what, right? It's the number of the total you want to divide. So this is what you want to divide. This is what you want to partition, okay? The 8, and I'll show you what that looks like. The second number is called the divisor. The divisor. And what the divisor tells us is the number of groups. The number of groups. That's what our divisor tells us. Okay? And then we have our 4. And 4 is the quotient, which is the answer. The quotient also tells us the number in each group. So let me use an example that we all know and love, pizza. So let's say we have a medium-sized pizza, okay? That medium-sized pizza has a total of 8 slices, okay? That pizza has a total of 8 slices, okay? There's 2 people in our group. So there's me, Miss McBride, and then there's you. So what we want to do is we want to divide our 8 total pieces of pizza, slices of pizza, between you and me, 2 people, 2 groups. And the answer would be the quotient. Let's look at it this way. I am going to draw. This is your first step. Your step 1 is draw the number of groups. So we're going to do step 1. Draw the number of groups, not the number in each group, the number of groups, which is the divisor. So I'm going to draw 2 groups. I'm literally just going to draw 2 squares. Here's square number 1. Here's square number 2. Step 2, we're going to spread, I like the word spread, equally the dividend, which is our total, across the number of groups. Let me tell you what that looks like. And I'm going to use colors to help me because this is a lot of black. I visually learn, so we are going to use colors. So for the number 8, whenever I talk about dividend, guys, I'm going to talk about the color blue, my dividend, underline dividend, okay? And oh, there's my purple. And for my divisor, the number of groups, I'm going to use purple for my divisor. Need to make that plural. And for my quotient, I'm going to use the color red so that we can kind of match up where we're going with things. That's my quotient, my answer. Here's my divisor, which is the number of groups. And here's my dividend, which is the total. So now I know how many groups. Draw the number of groups. Which is our divisor, which is 2. So I have 2 groups here. 1, 2. I'm even going to draw an arrow here so that we can see my divisor in the equation comes here, the number of groups, 1, 2. Step 2, spread equally, underline equally, or put it in a box. I'm going to put it in a box. Equally the dividend across the number of groups. Watch this. When you begin to spread your dividend across your divisor, the best way to do it is to give each group a tally and stop when you get to your total. Let me show you what that looks like. I need to get to the number 8. I need to get to the number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop, because I've reached my total. Once you stop at your total, look at how many you have in each group. Well, let's look how many I have in each group. In group 1, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. In group 2, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. My quotient is the number in each group. Well, do they match? If they match, then you have drawn out a diagram correctly. You have drawn out the diagram correctly. So I'm going to put my 4 down here in red. I'm going to put my 4 down here in red, and I'm going to draw an arrow. So if I have my 2 groups with a total of 8 spread equally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the number in each group matches my quotient, then I've done it correctly. Now, keep in mind, not every time you're going to get your quotient. Sometimes Ms. McBride will say, okay, what's 8 divided by 2? That means I want you to tell me the number in each group. Okay? But for now, this is what it looks like all together. All together. Take a moment, write this in your notes. And once you do, you'll be a master of division like Ms. McBride. Till next time. Bye, guys.